I hadn't been live for days. Y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and we were just vibing. You can't even vibe on YouTube. Like, if it ain't no drama going on, then they want to make your live stream drop. I don't understand it. Everybody does not like chaos, okay? Everybody don't like their sensory nervous system being dysregulated. Everybody don't like a whole bunch of shit. Everybody don't have to be laughing all the time. It ain't always got to be no whole bunch of drama all the time. Get used to peaceful talks in a regular life, because that's the life that I'm living now. Don't bring me no drama. Don't bring me your shit. We can talk. We can talk. But if you keep telling me about your issues more than twice, then I'm not going to let you talk to me anymore, because you're not working on it, okay? So I don't understand. Y'all hit the like button. I don't understand what YouTube's problem is, but we're not doing high cortisol over here. We're not doing it. We're interested in longevity of life, and we're going to live the best life that we can while attending to our inner world, and sometimes observing what is going on in the YouTube streets. Because I'm noticing that these people are not evolving and they are not changing. And, it's okay, because I can't make people change, and neither should you. But I want you to observe what they are doing. And if you don't see any change going on, then you are to disassociate. You are to detach and let them be toxic still. Live life and love it. Absolutely. I know nobody ain't got up in here, no Godspeed, and they did this. What am I saying that would make you do something like that? What, you like a whole lot of screaming and hollering? Is that what you like? Oh, I was on a live. In the live drop. And so I was coming back for my peoples. So I guess y'all not my peoples. Y'all are not my peoples, okay? Y'all are not my peoples. I wish we could listen to some freaking music. We gonna listen to some music. We gonna get in trouble, everything. So this live right here will not be monetized, and we gonna delete it afterwards. But I was on TikTok, and I found the most toxic music. This music is so toxic, but it sound good, okay? But the messaging of the movie, of the music, is terrible, okay? And if you find yourself in a relationship like this, then get the hell out. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta find it. We gotta find it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Y'all hit the like button. There's 27 people in here. Hit the like. Hit the like. Okay, where's this? Y'all, thumbs up. Kisses and hugs. Kisses and hugs. I often say that. Where is this? Because I screenshot it. Where is it? Where? Oh no. Phone, don't do that. There's nobody. Oh my God. Y'all hit the like button, please. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do, okay? Hit the damn like. Willie Mathis, I'm doing good, boo. I hadn't been live all week, and I thought if I came and did a live stream that you guys would show up. Y'all hit the motherfucking like button. If I block all y'all. Stop looking at me. Hit the like button, please. So annoying. Where are my other photos? Okay, y'all think I'm playing. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all y'all. Everybody up here going to get blocked. Because I want to know why you sitting here watching me and you won't hit the like button. That's crazy. Thumbs it up or thumbs it down. Do something. Where is... I hate that sound my brother must be doing. Okay, let me do this here because y'all think it's a game. All right. So ain't no need for you to look at me. Go to the next live stream. I turn the camera back on when the lights go up, okay? Meanwhile, I'll be looking for what I'm looking for. I turn the camera back on. That's right. Goodbye. Since y'all don't want to hit the like. Thank you. Y'all thumbs up the live so we can finish what we were talking about now. Okay? Be nice. Well, go on then. Bye. Hit the like button. I don't feel like just sitting there. That's not fair. I do a live stream and you supposed to do your part. Oh, no, that's right. Hit the damn like. Stop being worrisome. Insatiable is my name. Hello, sugar. How you doing? This is your favorite auntie on YouTube, okay? We going, let me turn the volume down on the TikTok because I was gonna let y'all listen to this toxic ass music. There he go. Y'all listen now. This live right here. Can y'all hit the damn like button? Stop getting on my nerves. I'm trying to be nice. Okay? Y'all hit the like. Now, this music is very toxic, okay? But it got a good sound to it. It's got a good sound to it, okay? Now, the lyrics, it ain't shit. And he ain't shit for singing it, okay? And if you in a relationship like this, get out. It's terrible. But for some reason, it's good to the ear, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to let y'all listen. And we're going to delete this live afterwards. Beautiful. What's up, Jerry Fisher? How you doing, sugar? You just been loved wrong before. You ain't asking too much. Oh, you just deserve a little more. You ain't gotta fight this. You ain't gotta doubt this. Yeah. You ain't asking too much. You just deserve a little more. You ain't hard to love. Yeah. Ain't hard to love. Okay. That's one, honey, but child, that's a whole bunch. He got one of them called Toxic. It is so terrible. Let's see if we can find it. Let's hit this one right here. Everyone thinks I'm okay. Oh. Don't give them a reason to doubt. I carry it quiet every day. It's AI. Smiling away, never let it out. I'm not falling apart out loud. I'm just barely holding on somehow. Everyone thinks I'm okay, but nobody knows me right now. Everyone thinks I'm okay. What you say sound like AI singing? They go and put song to make it like he's singing it, but probably not. No, he's definitely not singing it. No, he's not singing it. But he is really, really grown. Let me see. Let's see how many subscribers he got. I mean, this platform is huge. So 1.4 million and over 100,000 likes. And he's only following 6,000 and something people. But yeah, AI is powerful. Y'all know that. People have asked me, well, sure, why don't you get into the AI? And I'm not saying that I won't get into the AI. I'm just saying that I like real stuff. You know, would y'all like me to be an AI person?
You can't get the pussy no more. Now you're throwing a fit. She gave you too many chances to do right. Now she won't let you hit. You're mad because another man is doing right by her. Now you and your feelings because someone else is making that kitty purr. Don't ask questions about shit you're not prepared to hear. Yes, you can't get the pussy no more.
I said, who in the world? Do they, okay, so when they doing the lyrics, do they just feed them? Do they tell the AI what to sing about or what? Like, how does it know? But honey, let me see what some of them women said on that
You
video. Hold
can't
on.
get the
Hold on,
pussy.
hold on, hold on. The comment section be about to hurt me real bad. She said, got me in here stepping, but no, I'm waiting on the right time, right one, the number, right one, number life. What? That don't make no sense. King Solomon's grandson, where do you come from? Those eyes and lips have me mesmerized. Okay, them lips though. I love this. I love that shit. Speak big facts. I'm like, this is so toxic. I think, yes, they put the words in and AI put it together. I would love to do an AI movie. How the hell would you do an AI movie? It's interesting though, because all of this music sounds similar. And it's
I done lost homie, lost time too. Seeing real love turn into deja vu. So I move cautious when I step to you. But your vibe got me breaking rules. You ain't worried about the chains or the fame. You see pain when you look in my face. Late nights, we just talking for hours. You bring peace when I come from the chaos. I ain't used to somebody staying. All my past keep replaying. But you patient, never complaining. Got me thinking about changing. I still love you different. From a place where it get cold at night. I don't show it like the mother guys. But I'm riding, yeah, I'm riding. Love you different. Ain't no roses on the sidewalk. But I fight for you through it all. Girl, you mine, yeah, you
um wow. Emotion is so beautiful. Your feelings are, what did she say, are with me. But I mean, ma'am, Lord. He put a filter on because this, I mean, he's not AI. The music is AI. And then he's lip singing to it. Because I've seen a couple of videos without the filter and all of that. It's an app you can, all it needs is your voice. AI do the rest. Wow. Let's do this.
Lord, give me a purpose. Show me your plan. Use me anyway, however you can. Give me wisdom, help me understand. Give me faith to put my trust in your hand.
Hey, Kennedy.
What's the point in writing a song that doesn't help someone change?
I like that one. That's positive.
Baby, we can play house, on the floor to the couch. Put these fingers in your mouth, work the curves, sweat it out. Cut the lights and work it out. We gon' make that booty bounce. Fuck that nigga, let's play house. Every time we do
Oh my God. Tamar Braxton. So anyway, yeah, that's a big look at do y'all follow her?
so different.
Hold on.
I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I love peace. I love to see people winning.
Y'all know
I
her.
love people to let go, to not allow their past to affect their today and their future. because you live to see another day. So you have to let that shit go and stop. A lot of us dwell on our past. A lot of things that we can't change. And I can never be on here worried about my past because y'all best believe I had a dangerous, deep, not too, it was
Hold
bad.
on.
It was ugly. But I could not sit here
Damn, I want to
tearing
pause
out
it.
what
I'll
I
just
was
turn the
doing the
volume
other
down.
day and
Um,
allow that shit to.
what's up, Tiffany girl? Hey, girl. So yeah, Latrice. Now, when I started watching Latrice Allen, it was crazy because I'm like, I ain't never seen no black woman. What's up, Jubake? Baka? What's up? What was the name of that song? Who sings that? Um, damn it. How the hell? Hold on. Let's see if we get back to it. Here we go. Um, hold on. If you're still here. This is his profile. This is the profile of the AI music on TikTok. And he is on YouTube. So you can find him on YouTube. You can find him on YouTube because I found all the music on YouTube. It's right there. So when first time I saw Latrice, her damn hair was stuck on top of her head and she was crying. I think she was in Detroit. I don't know. I better not say that. I don't know where she was. But social service had taken her children, and that was the most. I was like, oh my God, like this lady is so, like, she is so herself. The first time I saw Latrice. So I watched Latrice here and there, and I feel like she's gotten better as a person, and that might be partly because she get those big checks and she's not struggling anymore financially at all. She owns properties now, and stuff like that. I feel like she's evolved as a person. She's an entrepreneur. She's just a better person. I think social media changed her life in a good way. But like I said, when you go back to like people like Truth Hurts Them, they're not changing. Latrice Allen, I feel like she changed some. It's my personal opinion.
Bring my ooh, baby, show him right
Now
now.
let me say this
Let me
here
show you the drink.
about
Ooh, you look
Latrice.
at that. And I pray he
I'm gonna
lives
say
good.
this about
He better
Latrice.
change the way he eat. He better change the way he eat. You can lose weight
Latrice
like
do
that.
too much. She do too much sleeping around.
Have a heart attack so bad he
She
couldn't
do
breathe.
too much sleeping around for real. She do too much. Every time I mean, she's still kind of young. I think she's in her early 40s. But she just do too much sleeping around.
I ordered some black bitch after
You
this.
been on vacation for 2 days? Me too, Mr. Time. Hey, Mr. Time. I've been busy, Mr. Time. So I know y'all were chilling too. Do y'all thing, honey, because I've been over here manifesting. Got the contractor coming tomorrow. Got a lot of stuff going on. But I'll be talking to y'all more in detail soon. Soon. But yeah, Latrice Allen, honey, on Facebook, TikTok, all kinds of Instagram. Now her ass done gained a lot of weight. Now yes, she did. She had some body work done, and now she done got fat. What's going on, Mr. Time? I was not even planning on being here talking to y'all this long. I wasn't planning on it. I just wanted to find out what Truth Hurts was. Oh my gosh, she's inside the Vertical app. I've been studying on the Carmelo Anthony new case, the officer. I need a friend. Tatum is all over this one too. Tatum he's not gonna change. That man terrible. He is one of them people that's fucked up, and it's permanent. You know what I mean? Cause he ought to be shaming himself. So Carmelo, they're not gonna give him a new trial, Mr. Time, right? The judge said no. That 35 years remains. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know what part that we don't understand that these white nationalists, their agenda, They've, like, it's not just in DC. It's not just in DC. It's everywhere. It's not all white people. I don't want, because that's not true. It's not all white people. But what I'm saying is everywhere. And it's in a lot of people who are in positions of authority, and especially in the legal system. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with shit like this for a while. We're going to be dealing with it for a while, you know, and it is what it is. They lie and they gaslight and they say that's not the case, but of course we know it's the case. So Carmelo, whoever that judge was, whoever the district attorney was, whoever the jurors were, y'all know 35 years was too fucking long of a sentence for somebody who had the record of that white boy. That he was certainly a fucking bully. He was even more than a bully because he fucked his mama up and his daddy. But the daddy was a racist, and he showed them how to be that way. So these folks over here with these degrees that was in that courthouse, they know better. They know better, but their racism, I heard no new trial. It's no new trial, but their racism would not allow them, which in my case, which I believe what is called, yes, you are right, yes, is a lack of empathy. And so the lack of empathy would not do right by Carmelo. It can't do right by Carmelo. That white nationalist ideology is an ideology of narcissism with no empathy, and it cannot do right by a black man now, period. It can't. Um, the biggest thing about our people as black people, we got to stay out of the courtroom. You got to stay away from, you just got to stay out the way. We got to stay out the way, Mr. Time. Because we fucked up when we go dealing with them. This world is going and has been some shit. Yeah, I mean, you can't, it's no, they say the law, fuck that. What the fuck you think a narcissist gonna do with the law? A psychopath is gonna do with the law. Sociopath gonna do with the law. They gonna manipulate it. They gonna take it, the law, and use that law against you. That's what they gonna do. We can't even think in our mind. I think some of us are like that, and bless our heart that, you know, God is going to get in there and God is going to turn everything around. No, God is not going to turn nothing around. God ain't going to turn it around. The law, the policies, the procedures are all their ideas. They take it and use it and manipulate it the way that they want. Now it's almost like white supremacists have been initiated. Almost like iRobot when all the robots turn red. That's how these people are out here in our United States of America. Yeah. So our people have got to stay out the way. We got to stay out of the way. You can't be in no legal system. You can't say, oh, well, this person did this to me. Like, you can stand your ground. Or, no, no, no. When you see that person coming, you got to run. You got to run because you're going to lose twice. You're going to unalive that person, and then they're going to give you, what's up, Frank? They're going to give you the worst sentence that they can. Or you're going to get unalived, and then they going to act like it's okay. We got to stay out the way. I'm serious. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I don't have no confidence in our legal system. I don't have no confidence. I know that Al Sharpton and Ben, what's his name? Ben Crump is doing a fantastic ass job. I know that these other lawyers are fantastic. The ones that went to help Carmelo, I know that they were qualified. I know they know all of what they need to know and everything like that. But not gonna work this time. They got an anti-run like Carl Lewis back in the 80s, okay? Someone said somewhere, this is not God's doing. This is our fight. Nikki Boo, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all might as well stop putting it in the chat. You need to stop putting, I see it in chats all the time with all these different, Father, in the name of Jesus, come and help us. Or God, we pray in the name of Jesus that you're going to fix it. No, no, no. Fix what? Fix what? What is it that need to be fixed? Because narcissists can't change, psychopaths can't change. So you can't fix that. I it's like I said earlier when we was talking about truth hurts. These personality disorders are not changeable. They do not change. So when you talking about a white supremacist who is a psychopath, and then you praying to God to fix it. Fix what? That's not going to be fixed. So, no. Yeah. Not going to work. It's not going to work. But what will work is us understanding that this is their system. They wrote the rules. And we got to stop participating in any of it. Let them have their system. Because their system really, if you think about the way that they've rigged their system for us to engage them, to always be in this matrix or in this system. That's how it's built. And then for some of us to believe, what's up, Rick Rising? For some of us to believe that we're going to get in the system and learn how to play the system better than the people that wrote it, that is not going to work. That's not going to work. The only thing that's going to work is for us to leave the system, to disengage. That's the only thing that's going to work. Because for some reason, they are obsessed with monitoring us. They monitor us. That's their whole thing. They've got they've got the houses, the cars, the land. They've got the resources and the money. They've had this for the longest time. They have those things. That is not what excites them. What excites them is them monitoring us. That's what excites them. We've got to disengage from the whole thing. There's no way. People say, they keep on talking about, what the law says, or the policy, when it comes to all this political stuff that's going on. Oh, they love to talk about the policy and the procedure and the policy, what's his name? I can't stand him. What's the little short man name? Stephen Miller was talking about the policy. I said, I despise that word. I despise that word. Now I done got to the point where I despise the law. Because what is that? I mean, really, if you really think about it, our law, or the law in America, what is that? What is the law? Well, the law is the law comes about through a group of people sitting down and deciding what is right and wrong and how they're going to govern the people and the consequences. So the law is those people. That's how I look at it. What is the law? It's those people and what was in their mind and then what they wrote down. And then they get us to agree. This is the matrix. They get us to agree to deal with their law, because we didn't write it. In the United States of America, we did not write that law. We have very little to do with the law itself. And by this same law, they disenfranchise us, they imprison us, they take away from us, they hide information from us, they do all this shit with their law and their policy and their procedure. All of this ugliness, all of this ungodliness, all of this wrong is done with their law. The law is breaking the law. Mississippi, South Carolina, certain states, Indiana, I'm not going to change. It was good, right? No, it was never good. The law was never good. I'm telling you. I mean, at the end of the day, and I guess this is a rabbit hole. My name is Cheryl Grabowski. I am a Scorpio. Just the way that I think and the way that I'm made, I get to the bottom of a motherfucking situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why we call this channel the Deep Lane. So how do you get out the matrix? There's only one way. I keep saying this over and over. There's only one way to get the fuck out of all of this stuff. Because when it come down to it, you're governing me by your rules that you made. And I didn't tell you that that shit was okay. Okay? There's only one way to get out of it. That's right, Nikki. Chess or checkers, always checkers. There's only one way to really get out of it, because I just told y'all how the law came about. The law came about a group of people sitting down and determining that they're going to govern everybody by this set of rules that they made, which is the law. That's all it is. Some people say, well, Cheryl, God did that. God did not do that. Man did that. And then what kind of man did it? I don't know. But I know black man didn't do it. Black man didn't do it. So eventually, if, you know, it could be so sinister. And the reason why I'm speaking on the sinister side of it is because what has been done in the last 2 years. What has been done in the last 2 years is severely sinister. And they break it themselves every day, but they hold us to it because that what it was designed for. Let me say that again. They break it every day, but they hold us to it, but they themselves break it every day. So what good is the law? What good is it? So what is it? I mean, I literally was in my damn car today, and this is my train of thought. So what is the law? It's a cage. What is it? Is the law good? No, it's not. Why? Because the person who created it will not obey it. It was only made to cage you. What's up, Lenora? Did y'all get that? The person who created it is not going to obey it. It was only created to cage you or to ensnare you. There's always a loophole in the law. Laws are made to be broken. Okay? I'm telling you. And that's where it's going. Chad said this is true. And when I tell y'all there's only one way to do it, that's it right there. Because see, the thing is, prisons, hospitals, schools, and churches. Politics. You're governing me, and I didn't ask you to govern me. Because when you see me, what ignites you and excites you the most is you being able to cage me and contain me. And that's what the law is for. But when we break them, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. And you know, nobody wants to go there. Nobody wants to go there, really. You see what I'm saying? But in order to change it, you're going to have to. Why are you ignoring my statement? What's your statement? In order for you to change it, in order for us to change it, we got to. And nobody wants to go there because we already know what's going to happen when that happens. What chip? I mean, technically, we already got a chip. All of them. All of them. Save your black young men. Keep them off the streets because they are going to get 35 years to life if they get in trouble. We have a president that's not speaking up for nothing. Um, Rick Rising said, I went there today on my channel a bit too. Really? So you can't steal and that makes you feel oppressed? That's the most basic of the laws, don't you think? How about give me another one? But since you talking about stealing, the our Treasury Department done stole all our money. Since you talking about stealing, right? You the one brought that up, not me. Not to get too far into politics, but I trust no president and no government official, me either. Our Treasury Department done robbed us blind already. So yeah, that is one of the most biggest laws that they are trying to uphold, because the fraud, JD Vance being the person who's supposed to catch all the people that are frauding while they fraud and steal everything. Oh my God. All the fathers need to teach their sons how to win and pay your child support. What are you talking about? How old are you? How old are you? What's going on? Enslavement comes back with lawlessness. Yes, narcissists and psychopaths should be enslaved. However, most of them are white. Yeah, they should be enslaved. I always say that. Narcissism and psychopaths need to be put on the island and confined there and not being able to come off that island ever again, especially the white ones. Yeah. Yeah, and it was a bad law. That's why I'm saying that was a bad law. See what I'm saying? If you make bad things law, then you have the freedom to go around being a tyrant, a monster, and a dragon. Didn't tell you about all that Daniel Rush who stole over 40 million in gold bars from the government, and he definitely not getting 35 years like Carmelo Anthony. Lord have mercy, because they took the money. They themselves probably told him to steal the money, and then they shared the money amongst themselves. Now I don't know why this thing is saying I got 5 viewers, and that's not true. What's up, AGT? That is not true. That's a lie. YouTube be doing a lot of manipulating, boy, I tell you. But anyway, yeah. You brought up the stealing. That wasn't me. That was you. Happy Sunday to you too. Egypt continued buying slaves from Africa for 70 years after we emancipated them. Why aren't they on trial? I don't know what's going on in Egypt and what slaves they bought. I don't know if I could. Let me hold on for a minute. Hold on. Let me ask Chat GPT. Hold on for 1 second. Because I can't authenticate that sugar plum. All these damn buzzards in charge of everything. This world shouldn't be in this bad situation. Hey Chad, how are you?
Doing all right, especially with a curious mind like yours. So, what's been weighing on you about the world lately?
Yeah, my mind is so curious. I love my curiosity. I have a question. I'm gonna read this statement to you, and if you would authenticate it for me, that would be great.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Egypt continued buying slaves from Africa for 70 years after we emancipated them. Why aren't they on trial?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, that statement mixes a grain of truth with a lot of complexity. Slavery did persist in Egypt well after the U.S. abolished slavery, but the timeline and the specifics are a bit murkier. It's not quite accurate to say the Egyptian government as a whole continued buying slaves for 70 years. The reality was a mix of reforms, international pressure, and gradual emancipation. So, if you're aiming for historical precision, we could reframe it to something like slavery continued in Egypt until the late 19th and early 20th centuries, under complex political circumstances.
Thank you. Yeah, chat said your statement is like murky water. There is a fragment of your statement that's true, but not the whole entire thing. He said there were some people who did that. You cannot say the entire government did that, so don't do that. What's up, Big Stack? Is that Caucasian flirting with Miss Grabowski? You got to be kidding me. Dutch brother sounds like oh my God. Mr. Time, what is you talking about? I don't know what this person get out of here. Get out of here. Because I don't know who you are, what you look like. So we're not getting ready to read your thing no more, baby. Because we don't know. I know Mr. Time is a real person. I don't know who you are. I don't know. Oh, what are you? Are you white? Are you black? What are you? Huh? Because Chat GPT said, no. America never ended slavery. America never ended slavery. It just rebranded it. Did you hear me? America never ended slavery. It just rebranded it. It just rebranded it. Okay? It did not end it. It just rebranded it. Okay? America never ended slavery. They just rebranded it. Okay? It's rebranded. They do everything. America do everything it can. Ooh, to keep black people disenfranchised. They do everything they can to keep black men in prison. They let the white men steal everything. They let the white men PDF file children. And don't put them in jail for it either. They do everything they can to keep a black man in the modern slavery, okay? To keep us in modern day, keep black men in modern day slavery, which is the prison. Okay, so America never ended slavery. Looks can't even have a channel. Rick Ross said, damn, sure can't even go live and talk for the crazy whites over here. Gotta come over here messing with us. You can't even let the black lady have a damn channel for you over here being worrisome. America never ended slavery. Okay? They working on a brand new slavery right now. They working on y'all thumbs up the live. They working on a new slavery right now. They working on it right now. We just too fly to leave alone. Okay? I don't understand. America never ended slavery. I just want you to know that, okay? Poor thing, you thought it would have ended, but it never did. Calling us slaves now is an insult to slaves from back then, girl. America never ended slavery. You go and talk to some black people and what they experience, and you'll see. They ain't in shit. They just rebranded it. They just no, ain't no, it ain't no you should know better. It ain't no new you should know better. Kept with Key, am I hidden, Cheryl? No, you're not hidden. I see you. Yeah. Stephen Miller is a fucking demon. What's up, Josie Boo? Stephen Miller is a demon. Stephen Bannon is a demon. Those folks is crazy. These people got so much money. Did y'all hear me? These peoples have so much money. Okay? They don't have no worries like regular folk do, financial worries. They don't have that. Okay? They could leave their little funky asses and go to any other country and stay anywhere because they have the resources to do it. But the only fucking thing they want to do is stay in America and fuck with black people. Because your former sector love blocking. I'm not, girl, you not blocked, honey. I don't block people like that. I mean, content creators that I used to deal with and the ones that I met, I ain't blocking nobody. You know what I'm saying? I always thought that was kind of stupid anyway. But somebody come in here saying something real super dumb, like I blocked somebody today, but it was just kind of crazy what he was saying. But as far as somebody having an opinion other than mine, that's what social media is fucking about. Like this guy in here that's worrying me. He worrying me, but my mind ain't telling me to block him. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah. Yeah. They got all these resources, got all this damn money. These people billionaires, and the only fucking thing. Why is Elon Musk and Peter Thiel worried about the black men in Memphis? Why the fuck? Let me settle down. Shh. Hold on. Why are they worried about the men in Memphis? Why are they worried about the black men on the corner in Memphis, Tennessee? Elon Musk got so much money. Why are you worried about the black man? Why are you surveillancing and monitoring black men in Memphis, Tennessee? For what? For what? What would a billionaire with that much money, that many women, and that many children, why are you overly concerned with the black men in Memphis, Tennessee? Peter Thiel and Elon Musk. Why? I just told y'all, white people can't leave us alone. Leave us alone. Because we don't worship money. We don't worship money. And we don't worship you. And we don't give a fuck about what y'all doing. We don't care. And if black people were, woo, this right here, deep right here, y'all can put this in y'all back pocket. And you can call your white grandma and tell her what the fuck I said. If black people were to gain control all over the world and make slaves of white people, we would never treat white people the way that white people have done black people, and especially our ancestors. We would fucking never do it. We would never. And for that reason, people say, and I'm going to say it for the first time in my life, black people are better than white people for that reason. For the people who have, and look, a lot of white people are saying it too. It's not just me. The people with white skin, because I listen to them all the fucking time on TikTok, they are saying it. Because there are more brown people Oh my God. There are more brown people on this earth than there are white people. White people damn near about to go extinct. If you count up all the brown and black people all over the world and yellow people, we outnumber white people tremendously. And if there was a global effort for all of the black and brown and yellow and red people to come to fucking together, then white people could not stand up against us. And if we were to enslave white people all over the world, they would never be done the way that they have done our ancestors, because we ain't like that. And for that fucking reason, white people cannot leave us the fuck alone. Leave us alone. Stop monitoring us. We don't give a fuck. We never wanted everything. We never wanted to know what y'all do behind closed doors. We don't care. We don't care. We never did. We just want our part. And we want to be left the fuck alone. How about that? And that's the part white people, and y'all say, sure, you a fucking lie. You a fucking lie. Look at the people at the top right now. Look at all that money they got. When I just told you that Elon Musk and Peter Thiel are monitoring the black men in Memphis, Tennessee, what the fuck do you want with them? What do you want from them? What do you want? Oh, they're killing each other. You kill black people. Oh, you don't want them to kill each other. You rather kill them, don't you? You want to do the murdering. I done told y'all what's going to happen in the end. I done told y'all that. It's the only thing that can happen. It's the only thing that can happen. Because somebody going to get tired after a while. She's going to get tired of it. Because you got all this history, all this time, all these years to tell you that they won't fucking change. I mean, in the world of mental health, they'll tell you when you're dealing with the dark triad, the narcissist, the sociopath, and the psychopath, with all this narcissism, all this crazy mental illness, rich ass mental illness, they can't change. Then they have children, and they have little, and the psychiatrists and the psychiatrists today, two of them, said that them children are born like that too. They're born to be that way. That those children from the beginning never would have the capacity to be like a real human being with empathy. And so as they get older, the only thing they want to do is fuck with folks too. Because they got the money. It's just annoying. It's really a lot. And so I would just behoove our black people to please stop asking Jesus to fix it. Please. Because the more we ask Jesus to fix it, the worse it's going to get. Because I guess it's almost asking like if you had a yard full of fruit and you keep on asking the Lord to feed you, and he don't put the fruit on the tree, the fruit is right there. The only thing you have to do is walk out in that yard and pick the fruit off the tree and put it to your mouth and eat it. But you keep on praying earnestly every day. Lord, would you please fix it? And Lord said, I already done fixed it because I put the fruit right there. So the fruit is us, our mind, our intuition. I already gave you, Cheryl, and all the black people. I already gave y'all what y'all need to fix this motherfucking situation. What you keep asking me to fix it for? Only thing it takes is courage. Courage and sacrifice. That's all it takes. Courage and sacrifice. That's it. When a whole bunch of people get together and make up their mind that this is going to be the last. Y'all have done this in y'all lifetime. Don't nobody on this live tell me that you ain't fucking done this before in your life. When you decided that this day was going to be the last day that you deal with that thing or that person. All of us have done that. So that's the type of energy that it's going to take. But it's going to take that collectively, us knowing that it stops when we stop it. Thank you. It stops, they stop when we stop them. Just like a bully. How does the bully leave you alone? Y'all ain't never been bullied before. I've been bullied before. I know what that's like. Rosetta says, sure, I feel you. I've been bullied before. I know what's that. Look, scared every day I'm day. Me, scared. Every day, this girl talking junk about me, and she got a reputation. She fight her ass off, and everybody else scared of her. And every day, when I get on the bus, she want to talk something terrible about me every day, and I'm scared of her too because I don't want to fight her. I don't even know if I could beat her. Like I ain't never fought nobody before, but I know I'm getting tired. I know I'm getting tired of you. I know you're not supposed to bully me, and I know nobody's gonna come and save me. My mama at home. The teachers don't see it. They tend into their business. The students, they don't care. They're not being bullied. Ain't fucking nobody coming to save me. What's up, Michelle? Drew? Caesar? So what it's gonna take for me to confront this motherfucking bully. That's what it's gonna take for me to confront this bully and tell this bully, because the bully ain't bullying that person, that person, and that person. The bully is bullying me. And then what comes out of me shocks me. Because today, right now, in the hallway today, I'm fucking done. Okay, I'm done. So when she did the bullying that she had been doing on the bus, she'd been doing for days, weeks, months, bullying. I was in that hallway and I had it up to here. And I said, who the fuck are you talking to? And everybody in the, people were like, who are you talking today? If you want to do something, then fucking come do it. As I walked toward her. And you know what she did? She backed the fuck down. And she went her way. Yeah. Yeah, Josie, that's what we were talking about earlier. We were talking about Truth earlier. Because she's a bully too. She's a bully too. But when you stand up against her, she'll leave you the fuck alone. But anyway, that's what it's going to take. For us to collectively say, the last time we checked, nobody owns this goddamn planet. We all were put here. Who the fuck are you? Drew, shut up. Rick Rogers said, yes, little Cheryl. Yes, girl. Who the fuck are you? Nobody wants to go there. Nobody want to go to that place that I talk about, right? Because that's the place of no return. But I promise to God, there's no other way to do it. There's no other way to do it. That's the way. That is the way. You're going to have to upset, interrupt, interfere, with everything that is. Status quo gets kicked out the way. Policy, procedure, rules, regulations, laws. What's up, Collins? Gets because out of it burns down to the ground. All of it. And from the ashes comes a brand new thing. Y'all ain't, there's nothing that y'all can tell me that make me think that that's not the way. That's what's going to take. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there collectively, but it's going to happen. And look, there are other people in other parts of the world who know, like, I'm not the only person that think like this. Are you? There are men who are thinking like this right now. Other women who are thinking like this in other parts of the world. They're saying the same thing. When will they? And also, when will we set this shit straight? When will we set it straight? When will we draw a line in that sand? When will we draw that line? It don't worry me no more. When I hear their name on social media, I don't give I literally say out loud, unless I'm around the kids at my job. But I literally say out loud, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care about what you do. I don't care. Cuz I know what it'll take. Seriously. You want to call it the devil, you want to call it the bully, you want to call it, I don't know what the fuck you call it. What's up, Lamar? You just ate, you laying down? I ain't like my dinner. Bro, it's some cookies on the table from Subway. It's some chocolate chip and some oatmeal raisin. I ate one of them damn oatmeal raisins. They so good. I ain't gonna mess with no chocolate chip though. But anyway, y'all, I said some cookies right now on the table from Subway. They good too. I got you to. What you eat? Oatmeal raisin.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I should have got 6 of them. I love. That's my favorite damn cookie. Yeah, you get the because it's 3 of each.
All right, do another minute.
Okay. I gotta do my hair. Bye, Pete. See you later. Bye, Pete. We talked about that earlier today too. Pecan flavored cookies. Pecan. I ain't never heard of that before. Pecan flavored cookies. I think the oatmeal raisin do got some kind of nut in it, don't it? But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs, honey. Cause baby. But you know what I realized too? Oh my God. I realized too. I said, really, if you think about it, if you really think about it, like they were talking today about the Democratic Party and how Joe Biden believed that, oh my God, this causes me so much grief, but I know it's true. How Joe Biden believed that he could ignore our he could ignore Donald Trump. He could ignore him and that he would go away. You know how I know y'all seen y'all parents, grandparents, and grandma, cousins, and some of y'all friends use that method on people where you feel like if you ignore a person, then they'll just go away. But it's certain people that you cannot ignore. There's certain people that you can't be passive with. You have to be aggressive with. You have to call them out. You have to you have to meet them at the front door. You have to look down the pipe. This is what I'm mad at, really. That Joe Biden's, and it wasn't just Joe, but his inability to see and to discern what Donald Trump is. That's just like having a fucking dragon in your backyard and you say, we're just going to ignore the dragon. You can't do everybody like that. That was a real threat. Oh my God. And they were talking about that. The mental health people were talking about that. Okay, sure. I'll catch you next time. Okay, boo boo. You too. We learned something, y'all. It's a lot of people. I hope y'all learned y'all lessons. I'm learning mine. I've learned a lot already. But it's a lot of people that learn. We learned a lot in the worst fucking way. Because that passive aggressive shit that we do, that shunning and ignoring that we do, it don't work with that dark triad. It don't work with them. It don't work with that. Joe Biden, I'm telling you, he knew how bad he was, but he kind of ignored it. His own son said it. Was like, why did, no, you were supposed to go toe to toe with him. You know, everything ain't gonna be, stop. And even Obama too. And this thing, like I really see a lot of church people do it, and it was one of the things that irked me the most about ministry. I despise it. That nice, nasty, that passive aggressive. Like, I don't like that. I don't like it. And we are paying the ultimate price for using that method on that monster. When you see a monster, you better govern yourself accordingly and react to it and deal with it the way that you're supposed to. Or that monster gets bigger and worse. The fuck? Oh, yes, I know what you mean, passive aggressive. I hate that. I hate that passive aggressive, y'all. You don't understand better. Because it's not good. Like, it's not good. That man was not supposed to be, he was not supposed to be handled with baby gloves. He wasn't supposed to be ignored. He wasn't supposed to be kikied with. That man never came to play. That man never came to play. He kicked all the doors in, but what else would he do if he's a malignant narcissist? What the fuck else would he do? He never came to play. And this is going to go down in history for everybody to see. There are certain personality, like we always neglected mental health. We always neglect, but we will not. We will not do it again. We will, whether or not it's a president or a pastor. You better govern yourselves accordingly when it comes to that damn narcissism, because it's not a game. All this death and destruction. Death entertains the malignant narcissist. Do you fucking understand me? I heard some other big time politicians say that his conscience will bother him after a while. The psychiatrists say he don't have no fucking conscience. His conscience is not going to bother him after a while when that conscience he does not have. Why don't we as people know that? We think everybody can be fixed. When we know that we have death rows at prisons, when we know that in psychiatric hospitals, we have the criminally insane, the violent people that will pull your skin off your bones. And then we still walk around every day thinking that people can change. There are the psychiatrists, the two psychiatrists said today, which I already knew this. There are some people who are born like that and they're not going to change. And death, hell, the grave, suffering, murder makes them happy and they will fuck you up. And they don't feel no bad about it. I've heard pastors say being nice and nasty to certain people, it's just terrible. They do it really bad in churches. I don't know what it is, but churches do it real bad. Now, also, since I've been watching a lot of politics, I see that a lot of politicians do it as well. And a lot of corporate people do that. It's fake. All of it, nice, nasty, fake shit. It's fake. And I hate that. But that's one thing, though, with this narcissism that he got, that malignant narcissist, he won't fake. He won't fake. I keep all my mind, always go back to Hillary Clinton, the night that she conceded. I don't know, I couldn't get that out of my mind because just that little thing, and I didn't know nowhere near the stuff that I know now back then. But back then, there was a big old question mark about that whole thing because she literally left the place where she was, the campaign headquarters. She left, she got in her SUV, she got on the phone, she called him, and she conceded and told him, congratulations. And I had this big question mark there about that. And I was saying to myself, how did she do that? Because and that was back then the big question mark. Like, how did she do that? You know what I'm saying? I know that she wanted to be the first female president of the United States. I know that she was qualified to do it. I know that she had some shit with her and he had exposed it. I knew that. But I didn't realize. But she did. She did. She realized this. That the shit that he told on her was true. But his shit was 50 times worse. And she got on the phone and she conceded. And she also probably said to herself, oh my God, they do not know what they have done, but they will find out. And boy, did we find out. Boy, and what did he do? What do all malignant narcissists do? They gaslight. Rick Ryder said, my God, they gaslight. But we talking about an old malignant narcissist. Gaslighting is second nature. And boy, can he gaslight. He gaslit the shit out of not out of white poor people. Those rallies, you might as well call it Gaslight Alley. The rallies were Gaslight Alley. He gaslit the shit. When I say he gaslit them people, he knew they were coming for those people. He gaslit them. Deeply ingrained. You are so correct, which is to discern them in the spirit. Listen, he gaslit white America. He knew what he and JD Vance and Stephen Miller them, they knew what they were gonna do. They knew the ugly things that they were gonna do to them too. See what I'm saying? When you look at it like in the past, when you go back and you look at it, and now we have this thing in real life, like in real life, in real time. What does malignant narcissism look like? It look like that. Everything he said about Hillary Clinton, he was guilty of it himself, but 50 times more. When he talked about that, what did he say? The swamp. Baby, when he talked about the swamp, he did know. He knew this. He didn't lie about the swamp. There was a swamp. There was a swamp. But we would get to find out exactly where that damn swamp was. Those narcissists, by the way, I would imagine that that house without color in DC is full of mental illness in the worst way. The only good thing is that they all came out. When I say that the covers are off of them, they've been exposed in the worst way. Now, not that they care about it, because they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't care that we see them because they really literally got everything. They got everything that they wanted. But we just got to figure out, is it okay with us? But anyway, y'all have a good night. Kisses and hugs. I'm going to get off of here because I got a big day tomorrow, a big work day tomorrow. So I need to get into bed early. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. Hear me ramble. Because we hadn't talked about politics in a while because I had to leave it alone because it literally makes my body sick. Makes my body sick. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. We gonna figure this shit out. And if black people were in charge all over the planet, we would never treat white people the way they've treated us. Good night. Love y'all.